In a new building, the CEA, also known as the Common Element Assessment, is the calculation of the amount that each homeowner pays toward the common expenses of the community. Hi, I'm Andrea, and welcome to Condo Talk. This number is based on the condo's budget as well as each suite's proportion of that budget, outlined in the proposed declaration, both of which you receive at the time of purchase. If you're not buying new, a status certificate will be able to provide you with a current budget as well as the declaration to help you figure it out. As required by the Condo Act, the developer prepares the initial budget for the first year of a condominium's operation. This list predicts the expenses to run the community. It also includes a few other important costs, such as contributions to the reserve fund and costs for the first reserve fund study, the performance audit, as well as audited financial statements after turnover. This sample image shows you the breakdown of where the fees are allocated, the bulk of which you'll see is service and maintenance contracts. This includes things such as elevators, cleaning, garage door, fitness facilities, the pool, and the concierge. The next largest categories are typically administrative and utilities. Admin covers things such as management services and related costs such as phones, office equipment, and higher-end items like insurance coverage for the building and the performance audit. The utilities portion covers typical things such as your gas, your water, and electricity. Repairs and maintenance is in reference to reactive care rather than proactive. You can think of it as your car maintenance where not everything's covered under warranty. It also carries smaller maintenance items such as cleaning windows and carpets, flowers and irrigation, security and cleaning supplies, as well as government inspections for elevators and fire safety equipment. Finally, site personnel generally refers to an on-site superintendent in the building and associated costs. The other component which we mentioned earlier is the reserve fund contribution. Typically, this accounts for about 15 to 20% of the CEA. To figure out the proportion that each suite is responsible for, purchasers can check Schedule D in the declaration. This outlines each suite's percentage toward the gross amount. Typically, the developer sets each home's contribution relative to the suite's size, including parking and locker. The size of your ownership is equivalent to the percentage that you're responsible for. The calculation then takes the common element assessment for the community as a whole and multiplies it by the percent for which each suite is responsible. The product is an annual amount, which is then calculated into a monthly payment. It's important to remember a couple of critical things about CEAs. Like most expenses each year, common element fees tend to increase with the rate of inflation, so set your personal budget accordingly. Also, be cautious of extremely low CEAs. While it may be easier for developers to market low common element assessments, it sets an unrealistic expectation for the homeowner once they move in and are burdened with costly adjustments. It's also not wise, since at the end of the day, any shortfalls are generally being the developer's responsibility. Most importantly, setting realistic expectations regarding the carrying costs of the home is truly important. While you can expect there to be a slight margin of error as their estimates, it's really in the developer's best interest to reflect as accurate a number as possible. The purpose, after all, is to help people make informed decisions, and this is part of the equation, helping people to decide what's truly in their best interests. Thanks.